Empaths. I have been getting this overwhelming message to convey lately, and I feel like it's time for empaths to rise up. The reason why I say this is because I am seeing this with so many people that I know that have been similar to what experience I've gone through, and it feels like we're at the forefront here. It feels like it's time to rise up. I've been noticing in my own life that there's been, especially this year, there's been a lot of changes and going through pain and healing and just a lot of things that have come about. And I'm noticing that a lot of my energy seems to be going to other people and concerns about, like, what they're feeling, what they're thinking, their judgments, their feelings. And it's interesting because when I look at my own self, I don't feel that. But when I'm thinking about other people, it's like they have taken over my feelings and emotions. And so I'm constantly struggling with this pull towards how others feel and what they're going through, and that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. I wanted to also say about narcissism. There's this whole thing about narcissism that it's evil, it's horrible, and we are victims to narcissism. And while I'm not saying that people that have experienced narcissistic people in their lives, I'm sure that there's a lot of hardships that it's caused. But I feel like narcissistic people are actually our teachers. They are the ones that push us and help us grow in ways that we may not otherwise. I'm not saying that the pain and the suffering that we've gone through because of narcissists sucks, basically. But what I'm saying is that they have helped us become strong and learn how to step into our power, learn what our boundaries are, figure out when we need to stand up for ourselves. And I feel like that's become stronger and stronger for a lot of people. Like, people are now standing more and more in their own power and not accepting people that try and overpower them. And I guess that's the reason why narcissism and all that has come up, is to kind of teach people, hey, these are the type of people that are in your lives and they're trying to take over. But that doesn't mean that we need to be victim to them anymore. It actually means that it's time for us to stand our ground and push through and get clarity and rise up. Another thing that I've noticed is that it's time for us to really be in our own authenticity. We have been pushed down and taken in a way where people are telling us, narcissists or whoever, are telling us that we're not good enough, that we're not adding up to, or those kind of things. And I'm not saying it's all just people outside ourselves. We grew up with some of these beliefs ourselves, but they came from something. And I found myself in the situation that I'm in personally, that if I look at, like, all the stress that I've been through and all the difficulties I've been through, if I look at the situation and I just tap into myself and what I'm feeling and what I'm, how I feel in the situation, I have a clarity and a knowing and a peace about things. I don't have worries about where we're going. I don't have fear about the future. I don't have fear about the now. And so it's like, my question is to myself and to you, why are we still letting other people hijack us and determine how we feel and make us feel anxious and get us all stressed out? And why is this still happening? It's time to change that. It's time to rise up. It's time to get into our own power. We are the trailblazers for the collective. It is time for us to start foraging through and being in authenticity. We are all part of one, one source. And we are all growing, and all of humanity, whether good or bad, we're all in this together. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is, it's time to rise up. You are super powerful. You are amazing. You matter. And it's time to rise up and be in your own power. I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.